be up near 70 today, 34 right now. I don't see Morris. I'm going to try not to panic. First off, he was not in the cat hotel with Morris and with Marty, excuse me, and Stripe last night. But he did come back to eat yesterday. Sometimes they feel puny after the shots, and there's a heated, you know, doghouse up there under the tarp, so he could be up the hill. I'm going to try not to panic about it. When he's hungry and he feels better, he'll come back. Okay, he's here. It took him a little bit extra, but he's here. Here comes Don, back with the paper. Good morning! My guys are here, so everyone accounted for. Morris saw me and ran up into the woods, but not very far. I told him, I'm leaving. You can come and get in the catio and get some warmth with your buddies if you want. Good morning, Ruby. Well, somebody had him a little fun here at the intersection. Some donuts in the road. Yeah, definitely noticing, Dawn said it too, how much brighter it is going in the mornings now. Won't be long and it'll be daylight out there. Not a spectacular morning, but definitely a pretty morning. It's 35 out there. We just witnessed some Capital City police officers racing through the intersection back there at, I guess that's at Tryon Road. And I might talk a little bit more about that when I stop at the church this morning, but that was a little bit of a thing. Johnny says he's pretty sure this is a Proterra bus, and he's making that assessment because it has no exhaust on top. All of the city buses, both the natural gas.
Proterra, this is definitely one.
Yeah, both. That's the first time we've come up beside it like that. But all of the buses that are natural gas or gasoline or diesel, they have an exhaust tube up top, and that bus did not. The roof line was all different on it.
Well, I was evaluating based on the roof line. Yeah.
Right.
And it's moving.
He's hauling, huh? Well, it is an electric bus, Johnny. It should have some. I got to get left here, so I'm going to slow up just enough to move left. Well, way cool. He's stopping to pick up people there. Well, we've seen him kind of at this intersection before. Zero emissions. 100% electric, baby, for the win. I've been remiss in not showing you guys a few clips I've recorded over the last week. So this is coming on to the school this morning. And this big, I called it a limo bus. I don't know exactly what it is, but it was big. And I ended up, you know, pulling over and letting Johnny out, which is good. But then I had to get past him. I was just curious as to how close I actually was on the right side. You know, you can't see that upper. It was just really hard for me. It's just so close. He had his little butt stuck out. You can see I'm really close to the curb, but safe. But that causes me stress. It just does. I can't help it. That's just how I am. All right, and this should be the clip where the guy being chased comes past me, and then the police officer comes past him. We've got about one more intersection. Here he comes, this guy right here. He's going too fast. I'm pretty sure it's him. So what is that? Is that a Jeep? Yeah, it was a Jeep, like I thought. Not your traditional style Jeep. And then up here in the front, you can see the guy. You know, I stayed back. You don't want to interfere with police. But they both get out over here into, there's the center lane where some poor person was. And then they get out into the oncoming lane. And then they turned in where the Waffle House and the Dairy Queen were. But yeah, I just want to see that vehicle one more time. Here he comes. Actually, it's not him. It's the car behind this guy. This is a sedan. Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't show this the other day when it happened, but that is a Jeep, right? Pretty sure. And then I was guessing it was very unusual. Okay, so it's not a Ford, it's a Chevy. I didn't know. That's not your normal state police vehicle there. And then I'm going to switch to the front, and you can see this guy. He's going to get in the middle of the 5-lane highway. And then he has to go out a little bit. Can you zoom in here? I don't think you can. And then they ended up turning into the... But when I get up to the intersection, you know, pretty much we could see... There's another clip here. I must have hit the dash cam twice. I'm waiting here at the intersection. And let's see, go to the left side. No, the camera's pretty much blocked. Front was a better view. And probably can't see a whole lot happening here because... Okay, there's better. We won't want to go up to the red dot, but coming up to the intersection, you know, the police officer ends up coming through there, and then the other police officer that was on the hunt got going in the wrong direction and had to turn around. And yeah, I think we all come to... I came to a stop. I saw the car coming, no reason to go through. Now this is just, you know, the frame rate causing his lights to flicker. Why did I press it over here? I don't remember. What probably just another police officer. Yeah, there he comes to go assist in the chase. So, like I said, I'm sorry I didn't show that the day that it happened. And what's this from? I guess that was from this morning. But mostly I wanted to show you the chase scene. I'm having to hold the camera in a different position. The sun, where it's shining on my face, was causing really awkward shadows. So I'm headed home. It's shopping day with Michelle, which I'm excited about. Sure seems like a busy week. Like, I guess Monday I was home and it was kind of peaceful and normal, but not so much today. Or the whole rest of the week. There's, with the extra cat vet stuff, has made it congested. I think we're gonna walk before I go meet Michelle. And then I think, hopefully after work and school run today, we're going to get Ruby cleaned up for the meetup tomorrow. And because she needs cleaned up anyway. Dawn started to rinse her off yesterday. And I was like, how about we go out there Friday after you get off work and, you know, I'll get her vacuumed and dusted down and maybe some inside windows and let Dawn work on the outside part. And get her cleaned up, A, because she needs it, and B, because of the meetup tomorrow. So we'll see. It's going to be really nice today, so weather won't be an impact if Dawn has the time and, you know, is feeling up to it. So that's about what's going on this morning. Yeah. Oh, and coming into downtown, what happened was there was a police, Johnny said a total of 3 vehicles came through the intersection in front of the people going straight at Tryon Road. And a Silverado pickup truck on my right almost hit a Kia Soul in front of him because the Soul stopped for a police officer coming across in front, which he was supposed to do, right? In the pickup truck. I'm just going to give him the benefit of the doubt and say he got caught off guard. I got focused on watching the truck almost hit the car. Plus, I was trying to get right. It was super congested. I always worry up there about safely getting to the right. So I found myself going through the intersection when another officer was coming. And I just gunned it and got the heck out of his way. I just felt bad. It seemed like I wasn't giving him the right of way when actually I didn't see it until I was dead flat in the middle of his way and then needed to get out of it. And, you know, a little misride between the lines, goody two-shoes, you know, don't do anything wrong, is upset because she was in the way of a police officer for even just a couple of seconds, and I'm trying to get past it this morning. Plus, Johnny's in the car. You know what you do in front of your teenager. You want to set a good example, right? And I explained that I allowed myself to be distracted by the Silverado pickup truck near accident and trying to get right there, and I wasn't looking or thinking left, and I forgot the rule about where there's one police officer with lights, there's probably an ambulance, fire truck, or another police officer coming. So, you know, I take the feedback that I didn't handle that as best as I could have and try to do better for the next time, which you just say, thank you for not letting that end poorly, and next time I'll do better. It wasn't close or anything. I just feel guilty because I was in his way. So I take that into consideration for future driving events. But all's well that ended well this morning, so yeah. Yeah, I'm just trying to show you this thing that happened at Tryon Road if I can. Coming up on the Lowe's and Home Improvement on the right here in Garner. Alright, so there's the Kia Soul in front of me. We're going under the bridge for Highway 70. We're in Garner. Tryon Road is the next stoplight. Everything's looking good. I don't know if the pickup truck driver was behind me or came in from the right. The Silverado, I don't know where he came from. I think I remember seeing him come from behind me and get over. Is that what's going to happen? Yeah, there he is. So he was on my right or getting on, you know, this guy over here. But there's a truck, yeah, it comes up behind this Kia Soul. It's a biggish truck. And we're fixing to go through the intersection. Let me get pointed properly and pay attention to what I'm doing. And so that was just really, I don't know, it seemed scary to me over there. And the cop did come through. And so we all start through the intersection. And I never saw this guy. I just didn't see him. And okay, so it jumped a little bit there. Really? It did do that, didn't it? Well, anyway, me and the guy on my left both went through. Let's see if we can see it a little better here. And not a super big deal. The truck and the Soul looked closer to me in real time as to how hard the truck driver had to stop. Maybe it's not right so much right then. It's up here. He comes to a stop again, and there's where the truck almost hit the Soul, where, you know, I was concerned. So we're all stopped, and the police officer, you can see, you know, he comes through, and we start to move. Oh, there it is again. Okay, so the truck was just basically tailgating, and it jumped there even though there's no red dot, which is super frustrating. But me and the guy on my left, we both sort of punched it through to get out of the way of the police officer. But I was looking right. I didn't hear him and I didn't see him. Obviously, I'm almost home, coming down the old part of Main Street, Fuquay. Getting ready to go past the new building, which people are still all abuzz about as to whether or not it fits in or doesn't, is good for downtown or isn't, and is it taking up too much parking space or not. We do have a pretty good bit of parking downtown for young, healthy people with a few extra minutes to spare. Safe parking spots, places I'd be happy with even. But, you know, for folks carrying young children, the elderly, any kind of disability, probably not sufficient parking spaces for them to go into businesses downtown, at least during the construction phase. But anyway, what I was going to say is, whatever you do, don't ask me about the latest recall from Tesla and Boombox, because I was very distressed last night and I thought about recording one last video segment for yesterday's video and decided no, because I'm just too worked up about it. And you're like, well, why, Marianne, are you too worked up about it? And I think it's on multiple levels, I guess. One, I like the feature and I don't want it removed. Two, apparently no one is allowed to have any fun. We have to ruin things. Three, government stepping in areas where I think they ought to butt out, which is a new word to come out of my mouth here in the last year, and not in my normal way of thinking of things. And you know, the bad press for Tesla with yet another recall because the news media is trying to make them all sound like travesties. And I could go on and on with, I'm sure, 3 or 4 more reasons why I'm upset about it. But, you know, I thought, well, maybe we can all just refuse to install the software updates for a little while as a boycott, just to express that civil disobedience, our disdain for, you know, it being removed. Or I don't know what else our recourse of action is probably not much. And again, I said, you know, yesterday, I already know that some owners, not just the media or the government, are trying to get Tesla to replace their cameras under recall, which I am opposed to. And, you know, I think NHTSA is good if we have a serious thing like seatbelt malfunctions, ways the car can catch on fire, brakes not stopping the car properly, you know, the airbag recalls when they malfunction. Those are all good things to have some, but where does it stop? And I think we need a new process for the software stuff where they're not called, I don't know, a recall, or there's just another method for handling software related ones versus hardware related ones. I mean, the whole point of NHTSA, I thought it was, yeah, he's looking for speeders. I thought the whole point of NHTSA was to keep people, you know, safe from issues that can cause death. And well, I guess if somebody put a silent sound on the boombox, there's the potential there that they've disabled the pedestrian alert. However, there are a lot of EVs out on the road without the alert, not having any problems with pedestrians. There are also a lot of gas cars out there that are just as silent as EVs are, and they don't have to have a pedestrian alert. So, you know, there's levels of safety concern, and catching fire, shrapnel from airbags, slamming into the dashboard in an accident, those are like high up there on the safety thing. But my window didn't defrost great, or you know, my car's not making a noise. There can still be safety issues, obviously, but maybe not quite as severe. So I don't know. I'm just I'm sure there'll be another recall today. What if we had one every day for like a week? Let's just stagger them out and keep the word recall and Tesla in the news, and let's make the titles all clickbait so that they sound like people are dying. And if it's a flagrant disregard for your safety, you know, I'm just being stupid there. I don't mean that. And you know, it's just ridiculous. So I was getting to the point yesterday where the Tesla news cycle was making me sick. And then we watched Elon at 9 o'clock. We were a few minutes late, but we backed it up. Went down at, you know, Starbase, talking about all the stuff SpaceX is doing. And he was in a good mood, and that definitely improved my mood. Did you see the road there on the right, how bad it dips off? You know, this road used to be more narrow, but it's still incredibly narrow. When the stripe for the shoulder is basically falling off the side of the road, you know the road's pretty narrow. So if they're gonna put in a bunch more stuff on this road, how about between the county and the town, they figure out how to fix the road? And we have yet another pothole that has sprung up over here. And I appreciate that every couple of months they've come out and pressed more asphalt into whatever latest hole is there in the road. And it is just a neighborhood road affecting a few people. But it would really be great if they would come and fix it properly with a real asphalt machine. You know, there's a couple of treacherous things between Main Street and the house here that, you know, on that curve out there where it's really narrow, or even the straight part, there's 2 or 3 spots where it drops off. There's a rut. There's a lot of construction vehicles I pass over there on that curve, and they oftentimes come over the line, and I will damage Ruby if I have to take evasive action and go off the edge over there. And I would just really appreciate it if someone would really fix it properly, not just a little patch thing. But anyway, I'm sad about Boombox. I'm mad about Boombox. I'm upset about these recalls and the constant news stuff. And I want to say too that I've been monitoring the front porch cameras for Gypsy, because I've been so busy this week. I haven't been home, and I have not seen Gypsy on the cameras. And I also do not think there's been enough food gone to indicate that Gypsy's come to eat. So, and I'm going to be gone today with Michelle too, although being home doesn't help Gypsy to show up, right? I mean, I put food out there and he either comes or he doesn't. Unlike Smokey, I'm a little more attached to Gypsy. And anyway, I was just really hoping he would come. Maybe something good will come out of this recall mess. Maybe Tesla will tighten down their regression testing, documentation for changes, process to make changes, and it will overall have an effect that, you know, that they don't need so many dot releases because things were better in the first place. Although, like I said before, several months ago, the ability to test everything in-house as well as the real world, I get the complexity of doing that and why shaking it out a little bit with some early adopter type people. I understand why that happens and why it's a necessary part of the process, but with these, you know, some of these recalls have been real world, just flushed out some stuff. I don't see how they would have gotten it right on their own. Pressing limits of things that are liable to get the attention of regulators like Boombox and having to deal with that. And there have been a few of like, come on, you know, the charge port's not working right, or something, I forget, but there's been a couple of things happening. It's like, yeah, probably a regression test maybe should have caught that. So I don't know, maybe this recent highlight will help them improve their software development life cycle. There's room for improvement there. Of course there is. So maybe something good will come out of all of this frustration I'm having. It's pretty nice out here this morning.
It's sunny.
Yeah, I feel the warmth from the sun. That's a good thing. The birds are chirping. We're out here doing our thing before I go meet Michelle. That's good, because I think this afternoon wasn't going to work out because, you know, we should try to do a car wash. Yeah, they're not doing lawn work today. They're doing tree trimming down in the woods. Well, we got in our normal walk. It's just 10 o'clock. I've got just enough time to get home and get back out the door. And I'm glad that we got our walk in. It's very nice. It's warming up quickly. I can feel the heat on my forehead. I like it. There's Ruby over there looking pretty. I'll be back this afternoon, Marty. You and Stripe hold down the fort. Brief update on the refrigerator warranty claim. Not the new refrigerator. Nothing to do with the new refrigerator. We did receive a call Wednesday night. I'm going to say it was somewhere between 7 and 8 p.m. from somebody from the Home Depot protection plan. Well-spoken young woman, obviously English as a second language, but very well-spoken. And she says she owns our problem now and she promises to work to get it resolved, and gave me her number and her name, and all of that part sounds good, but apparently the news story is, and I expressed my frustration, that we're going to get one check from Samsung because it is a closed system repair and therefore they're on the hook for it. And then we're going to get a check for the difference from the Home Depot protection plan. And I heard, you know, at least a couple of weeks mentioned relative to getting the check cut and getting the check mailed and us receiving it. And that's after they get it 100% approved. And she basically asked me nicely to wait until Monday for her to stay on top of the Samsung people, coordinate with the Samsung people, get me some numbers, get me some, you know, additional stuff. So I agreed to wait until Monday because, you know, what was really my recourse there? Don was sitting beside me and, you know, totally I definitely expressed our frustration. It still seems to us as if between Samsung and Home Depot, they've never had to make good on a protection plan, total refrigerator failure in their history. I feel like we're bleeding on helping them figure out their process. And I don't know if that's because they've lost people or I mean, I really don't know why, but it really feels that way to us. And I've worked with customers and they've bled on process changes before. So I've got a little perspective here from both sides of the aisle. But we're really, it doesn't feel like we're any closer to getting satisfaction on this warranty claim. And but I do have a name and a number, and she sounded sincere, and you know, getting fussy with her wasn't going to fix anything. I was very polite and calm, but firm and detailed with regard to how I felt and what had happened, and you know, what else was going to happen. So there you have it. Maybe we'll hear from them Monday, and if not, I'll be calling first chance I get, Monday afternoon, Tuesday sometime. You know, it's not always convenient to get involved in what is, you know, 30 minutes here and there of our time trying to resolve this. And you know, there's really, even if we get the money that we feel is the right amount and they don't, you know, mess it up, which I don't have any confidence in at this point, because they've read me 2 different times the wrong number. So I expect them to continue to try to only pay us the wrong number. And I've had people on the phone agree that my number's the right number if that's what the receipt says. But yeah, once it's wrong in the computer and nobody fixes it, then, and I don't even know where that other number came from. It's several $100s short. Is that big enough to make a stink over? Anyway, there's Michelle. I'm going to go have fun, and I'm not going to think about the refrigerator anymore. But now you guys know the deal on the refrigerator. Hello. Happy Valentine's Day. I see great minds think alike, yes, because something there is for your family as well. Okay, somebody'd better get busy and get in here and buy up the cute Valentine's Day little girl stuff. I love the Scotty dog little flannel pajama bottoms or pants. So they have a lot of new car donations, and obviously I'm going to bring home the NASA one to go in the curio cabinet with the rest of my NASA collection. Well, there was a Lockheed Martin experimental, but more importantly, Johnny is going to be super excited about this. Simple pleasures feed the soul. I couldn't agree more. Aww. And she likes this print I spotted when I was in here with my son. Yeah. It's very spooky. Very spooky and hand painted. About instead of a box of candy for a little girl for Valentine's Day, a doll. My dad bought me home a box of chocolates one year, and there was a doll on the box, outside the box. Something similar, like this size. And I love that box and that doll. That is such a good memory.
Roman pillar.
It does. When I was in here on Wednesday, the way that works in here is, if the white tag is gone, somebody's going to buy it. So you take the white tag, you take it up to the register, you pay, you sign a piece of paper not wanting, you know, responsibility for loading, and the guys come get it for you. And it has all these drawers down inside, and then a drawer on the left, and hooks, and the top opens up. Does it have a mirror?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it even has a mirror. So, yeah. But the white tag was gone, but it's back today.
We got
Michelle has a thing for soft, fuzzy rugs. But what was that? Yeah, Wampas, the thing she brought home the last time. That's kind of cute.
Yeah, that's not bad.
But it's white.
Yes, I mean, it's just a little bit warm.
Kid, along with donating a bunch of Hot Wheels, donated a lot of Hot Wheel container storage bins. But I don't see any Legos. Mermaids and skulls all in one package. Those are pretty wild. I like them. I like them for you and Ariel.
I gotta fit into them. Spandex will get.
Yeah, maybe. Pink for Ariel, Fila for me. No clue what that is.
I think it's the Fiend.
And the label is
Wrestling.
Evil Hearts Club. I found a Tech Gear blue and a Tech Gear orange. I'm very pleased. Someone that loves dogs. Silent Night, Howly Night. He's got reindeer ears on. It's very cute. Donut. Speak to me until I've had my coffee. Duck's Donuts. From Hallmark, and says, thank heavens for friends like you. Very cute. There's one big mug. It says, I turn coffee into education. Very teacher appropriate. Ariel got more track clothes. I got more winter walking exercise clothes. I found a Black Hills gold rose, a tiny little dainty thing, so that was kind of cool. I got a cat figurine. Yep. Michelle bought that piece of artwork, the spooky, yeah. Oh, and she got the jewelry armoire. Yeah, we had a good time in there today. It was good. Was it too good of a time? No, it was just right.
It was just right.
It's warm in the car. I probably should take off one of my layers. It says I'm gonna get downtown at 2:13. That's good. It wasn't sitting in the sun. I had it in the floorboard, but I have my coffee drink, my homemade Frappuccino on the ice pack, ready to go with some caffeine for the afternoon ride. Well, it's 2:10 p.m. as I enter downtown. It's 69 degrees according to Ruby. It's absolutely gorgeous out there. Come on, one more degree, which I think we can do before 4 p.m. Let's get to 70. Let's say we got to 70 on February the 11th. Oh, he's cute. We're opening up our stuff from Michelle. That was very thoughtful of her to send Valentine's Day things to us. It says, you make me so happy. Well, we got that meetup tomorrow, and Dawn's out here getting Ruby all spick and span, all cleaned up and ready to go. Get all that winter grime off on a 70-degree afternoon. Hopefully it'll stay nice weather and no rain for several days to come. Hey, Donnie. Doesn't he look snazzy? I got in those pants today at Guardian Angel. And the shirt was a recent visit too. Well, these are my bags from Michelle. She always does great with gifts. I'm so lucky. Let's see what I got. Boy, am I one lucky girl. I don't even know where to start with how much I like all the things she gave me. I have a couple of cardboardish fairy houses out there. They were sort of wintertime, Christmas. I need to replace them. So this and this are super awesome. I love doors, adding doors to the yard. Very cool ring. The Legos. She went to the Lego store for me. I am so excited about these new minifigures that are out. The chocolate Easter bunny, the little butterfly person, the flower girl. And then this set over here too. And then Pokemon stuff. I mean, you know, Michelle, she knows everything that I love. It's tickled pink. You surviving out here?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing the black trim now. Washing it, and then I do the wheels. And then I'm going to try some new spray wax. You spray it on while the car's wet.
Ah, okay.
Just to give her a little, because I haven't put anything on her since last summer. So
right, she's due.
6, 8, yeah, she's due.
Yeah, your list of honeydews when you finally stop working is growing by the day. Yeah. JB's talking about a visit, so
yeah,
maybe he can help you get caught up a little bit.
He's going to help me do the door.
The door, yeah, that could give him something to look forward to.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll love.
I may have made the comment that while we're doing one, should we do both?
Oh, God. Well, let's just do one and
see how it goes, and then maybe think about doing the other one too. The other one's not in quite as bad shape because it's protected by the front porch.
Right.
But it doesn't look pretty.
Aww.
But anyway. She's looking good. I put a notice up on Slack. Meetup reminder. Dawn says it's a 70-degree afternoon and it's time to get those cars clean.
Right. Can't waste today, buddy.
I'm sitting here with Marty and Stripe, who are willing to come and say hello as long as Dawn is not running the pressure washer. Hey, Mart. Hey, Mart. Hi, bud. Hi. Oh, hi. Hello, buddy. Hello. Uh-oh. Tux is under the van, Stripe's under the GMC, and Marty's trying to stay out of trouble off to the side. Yeah, I told Stripe and Marty they were good boys one time too many, and Tux came out of the front yard. Oh, goodness. This is so nice, just sitting here on my bench. I've missed my bench. Oh, how I've missed you. Well, Ruby's looking awesome. Don is also pleased that the meetup is not until 1 tomorrow, so he can do the tire black tomorrow morning after it, you know, she dries all the way overnight. Well, Johnny's headed into Taekwondo and then to his dad's house for the weekend.